560 horsepower from a Roush 427 Windsor small block, 551 pound-feet of torque, a carbon fiber hood with functional scoops, Penske coilovers, and a deep burgundy red paint job photographed on the pit lane of a racing speedway. This is Afterburner, a 1964 Ford Fairlane built by Ringbrothers out of Spring Green, Wisconsin, and it's one of the most unexpected builds they've ever created. When you think of Ringbrothers, you think of Mustangs, maybe a Camaro, but a Fairlane? The '64 Ford Fairlane is not the car most people picture when they think about high-dollar Restomods. It's a mid-size Ford sedan, a family car from the Kennedy era, the kind of thing your grandfather drove to church on Sunday. But that's exactly why Ringbrothers chose it, because Jim and Mike Ring have always been drawn to the challenge of taking something ordinary and making it extraordinary. Built in 2009, Afterburner arrived at a time when Ringbrothers was already well established in the Mustang world. They had built Lucy, Silver Streak, Reactor, and Copperback, each one raising the bar for what a first-generation Mustang could be. And they had just crossed over into Camaros with Razor. But with Afterburner, they went somewhere nobody expected. They took a boxy, understated mid-size Ford and turned it into a ground-hugging, wide-tired 560 horsepower weapon that looks like it was built to dominate a road course. The '64 Fairlane is actually a significant car in Ford's performance history. It was the platform Ford used for its factory drag racing program in the mid-'60s. The Thunderbolt Fairlane, with its high-riser 427, was one of the most feared cars on the drag strip. Ringbrothers tapped into that heritage with Afterburner, building a modern interpretation of what a performance Fairlane could be if Ford had kept developing the platform. Under the hood sits a Roush 427 Windsor small block, making 560 horsepower and 551 pound-feet of torque. The Roush 427 is a tried-and-true Ford performance engine based on the legendary Windsor small block architecture. It's naturally aspirated, meaning every one of those 560 horses comes from displacement, cylinder head flow, camshaft timing, and careful tuning. No turbochargers, no superchargers, just a well-built engine breathing through velocity stacks that look absolutely stunning sitting under that carbon fiber hood. Looking at the engine bay photos, you can see the Roush engine sitting in a bay that's been completely smoothed and finished in satin black. The velocity stacks rise up through cutouts in the carbon fiber inner hood structure. A signature is etched into the custom radiator surround. Every line, every bracket, every hose is routed with purpose. It's the kind of engine bay that would win awards at a car show, even if the rest of the car didn't exist. The transmission is a Bowler Ford AOD-E automatic. This is one of the few Ringbrothers builds that uses an automatic transmission rather than a manual. And there's a good reason for it. The AOD-E, when built by Bowler, is a strong, smooth-shifting overdrive automatic that makes the car incredibly easy to drive. For a car that's meant to be a grand touring machine rather than a pure track weapon, an automatic makes perfect sense. It lets the driver focus on enjoying the car rather than working through gears. Power goes rearward to a Johns Industries 9-inch rear end with 373 gears. The 373 ratio is a balanced choice that gives good acceleration off the line while still being comfortable at highway speeds. It tells you this car was built to be driven on real roads, not just paraded at shows. The suspension on Afterburner is a mixed setup that combines the best components from several manufacturers. Up front, Fatman lower control arms replace the factory pieces, paired with a custom Mustang II steering rack for modern rack and pinion precision. Penske coilovers sit at all four corners, which is a significant step up from the typical coilover brands used in most Restomod builds. Penske is a name that comes from professional motorsport. Their dampers are used in everything from IndyCar to NASCAR to World Rally Championship. Putting Penske coilovers on a '64 Fairlane is a statement that this car was built to a professional racing standard. Detroit Speed sway bars round out the suspension package, controlling body roll in the corners. Stopping power comes from Baer 6P brakes with 13-inch rotors up front and 12-inch rotors in the rear. 13 inches of rotor on a Fairlane is massive. It gives the driver confidence to carry speed deep into corners and brake late, knowing the Baer calipers will deliver consistent, fade-free performance every time. The wheels are Forgeline EV3 units, 18 by 8 up front and 18 by 10 in the rear. Forgeline is one of the most respected names in the custom wheel world. They make forged monoblock wheels in the USA that combine lightweight with incredible strength. The EV3 design is clean and aggressive, and the staggered sizing gives Afterburner the kind of rear bias stance that makes the car look planted even when it's standing still. Wrapped around those forge lines are Goodyear R tires, 245 by 40 by 18 on the front and 275 by 40 by 18 on the rear. The exhaust exits through custom Ringbrothers headers into Flowmaster 44SS stainless steel mufflers. It's the same proven combination Ringbrothers has used on multiple builds because it delivers a sound that is aggressive without being obnoxious. Now the paint. Afterburner wears a BASF Glasurit waterborne finish in a deep burgundy red that shifts between crimson and dark cherry depending on the angle and lighting. The paint code is CMX-SR 313.50, which is a custom Glasurit formulation. On the boxy, clean-line body of the Fairlane, the color is absolutely arresting. It has depth that pulls you in, and the Glasurit clear coat gives it a mirror-like wet look that makes the body lines look like they were sculpted from liquid metal. The body modifications are subtle but purposeful. Custom side scoops were added to the rear quarters, giving the car a more aggressive profile. The hood is carbon fiber with functional vents. The front lower valance appears to be carbon fiber as well, adding a modern touch to the 60s face. The bumpers are clean and integrated, the glass is tinted, and the overall stance sitting low on those dark Forgeline wheels with those wide Goodyears filling the arches makes this Fairlane look like nothing else on the road. The interior follows Ringbrothers' standard of complete transformation. Custom seats, modern gauges, billet aluminum accents, and a clean dashboard layout replace the factory pieces. The cabin is trimmed in materials that match the quality of the exterior, with tight stitching and purposeful design throughout. What makes Afterburner important in the Ringbrothers story is what it proved about their versatility. Before this build, you could have argued that Ringbrothers only knew how to build Mustangs and Camaros. Afterburner shut that argument down permanently. The same eye for proportion, the same commitment to mechanical excellence, the same obsessive attention to paint and bodywork that made their pony cars legendary, translated perfectly to a platform that most builders would never even consider. This is what separates Ringbrothers from the rest. They don't build cars, they build experiences. And Afterburner, a 560 horsepower Ford Fairlane photographed on the pit lane of a speedway, is proof that the right builder can make any car extraordinary. Built by Ringbrothers, Spring Green, Wisconsin.